Okay, so here we are with Josh and Jack, and we're asking them some questions.
So we embark in a lot of certificates and a lot of activities that other schools and VCE don't. So we're at school Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then we have TAFE on Wednesdays and a work placement that we get paid for on Fridays. We go out and do off-school activities. Right now we're building a cubby house.
A part of our numeracy program with Mr. Addington, who is our head teacher. So we've been, in our class of our group, we have been broken up into little groups which we've all decided on together with little projects and little jobs for everyone to do. So the carpenters in the group are working on going to be building it, which will be on a Friday. And then everyone else is kind of doing their own little bit, just to help everyone out, making sure the schedule's all good, picking the colours of the paints for the outside walls as well as the roof.
And we got to quote the job as well, so we need to find all the materials, figure out how much we need, and quote a price to order it.
Yeah, some of the subjects that our VCAL program have is, we've got literacy with Miss Sybil, who's first year teacher. So what we're doing currently is we're talking about, due to the coronavirus, about why our industry needs to stay in business and why it's a necessary business to move forward compared to some other, they all should go forward really, honestly. We need to keep the economy going at some point. We do other stuff such as work-related skills and personal development skills with Mr. Witts.
Yep.
We just do a lot of fun activities with Mr. Witts. We do, such as yesterday, we're doing the, personality quiz?
Personality quiz. So figuring out what jobs fit us best. And in work-related skills, he teaches us and really forms us on how to go out and have an interview for a job and just really nail it. Learn what to say, learn how to impress your interviewer.
Cover letters and resumes. Just to make sure that when you hand them into an employer, that they look smack bang perfect.
Yep.
Something else we do is food tech with Mr. Anderson.
Yep.
I'm not sure if he's a new teacher, a couple of years now. So what we do is we, at the start of the year, picked out recipes, wasn't it?
Yeah, so each person had to pick a cuisine, so a country where their food comes from, and then they had to pick a meal to cook. And that's kind of fallen apart due to the coronavirus and us not being able to be here for almost 2 months.
Yeah, a long span of time.
But we're still going off as much as we can, and it's a good way to really just use your initiative. And
yeah, well, we made pancakes yesterday and that was really fun, honestly. It's always good to see a couple of kids burn it. Mason, for example, he burned a couple of pancakes, but yeah, so we also do sport with Mr. Addington, so he's also our numeracy and sports teacher. So what we're doing is just team-based exercises and games, really, so you can all work together as a team, work out different strategies, more than just, you're just playing for fun, more as in just trying to get everyone together, work as a team. Because we played dodgeball a couple of weeks ago and we made structures out of sticks to protect a little ball that was left in between the structure and you had to knock it down.
Yeah, so it was good fun, it was good sport activity, and also taught us obviously how to build a structure out of bamboo sticks, very limited resources, and you have to make it as sturdy as possible. So it was a good learning experience while also being quite fun.
Plus also, we had to beat the other side, you had to make it as high as you could. You always want to win.
Yeah, exactly. I think people are getting more into the hands-on jobs, the carpentry, makeup, hairdressing, all these trades.
Sport and rec as well.
Sport and rec, yeah.
Doing.
And people just realising the VCE isn't the option for them. They don't need to do a 2-year course that's full of stressful exams and SACs when they don't need that when they leave school. They need this hands-on learning experience. They need their TAFE course, they need their Friday work placements, which really gets them the experience that they need to get into the workforce a year ahead of everyone else.
Well, yeah, for me personally, why I reckon I chose VCAL, because it was also about the fast movement of it. I'm doing carpentry, same as Jack, but for me it was also just being able to move forward, rather than doing 2 more years of VCE and then going into it. It's a real fast track to be able to make sure that you can really get into your employment a lot faster, because you honestly make good relationships with your Friday work placement, because guy you're working with, you got a really good relationship with him.
Yeah, he's been a long time family friend of mine since kindergarten. So and this is a good experience, just building a relationship with him, while also getting a really good learning experience out of it, learning how to be a carpenter. And it's really good because obviously I'm friends with him, so he teaches me what I need to know. He doesn't make me sweep the site for the whole day.
No, lucky, I'll have to do that my first week.
But no, he actually teaches me what I need to know and how to be a good carpenter, so it's good.
Yeah. You're doing carpentry, correct? Where at?
Yeah. I'm doing my TAFE at Swinburne in Croydon. And the employer that I'm working with is just a private business.
Business.
Yeah, so he just works by himself.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing my carpentry at St. Joseph's College. I was moved around. I had a little swap last year about what I wanted to do. So we're now in carpentry, and that's where I want to be. And I'm working with a carpentry company, DPV Construction. Shout out. Got to throw on that free plug here and there, you know. Got to throw it in weekend. No, I'm really enjoying it. I'm working with David. He's been doing it for a long time now, and it's really helpful to have that Friday work placement, because not only that you can possibly get an apprenticeship from him once you finish this year, but also just being able to get the experience that you just don't get. Like, TAFE helps you out, you get experience for that, but you don't get onto the job site and be able to actually go ahead with what it is and do the building, which is what I find really good, you know, really fulfilling. It's being able to do it.
And that extra, on Wednesday, going to that extra school, I guess it is, TAFE.
Yeah.
You meet new people, you create new friendships.
New relationships.
So I've created a whole other friendship group at TAFE.
Yeah.
Just from going there for the past, 6 odd months.
Yeah, exactly.
We get a number of certificates. Recently we've done our first aid certificate, done our surf life saving. Coming up we do our responsible serving of alcohol.
Which is being pushed back due to coronavirus right now. Not allowed to have anyone in the school. But hopefully, Mr. England said hopefully term 4, once everything hopefully opens up again, he'll be brought in.
Yep. We get our business certificate.
Our business with Mr. Willis. We do a Cert 2 certificate.
Cert 2 in business,
Cert 2 certificate with, it's an online course, IVET. So what you do is there's a lot of online work, but it's actually, we do a lot of stuff that's in the school as well, such as a pancake store we ran earlier in the year on Shrove Tuesday. Shrove Tuesday.
So we work on Emmaus Day. We hold a store. We choose what we make or how we run it. It's very independent. Mr. Willis just kind of lets us do our thing. He tells us what to do, and then he just lets us run the business. He checks up on us, helps us if we need it. But no,
he throws in his expertise here and there.
Yeah.
Not saying we listen to him, but he throws in his opinions, and we go with what we want to do. But no, it's really helpful, Mr. Willis. He really shows you what is required for us to do to run a good store, which is why our class made how much in our pancake store?
In our pancake, I think we made $350.
$350, which pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive.
The other class
made 50. So
we kind of won that one pretty comfortably.
But VCAL has, like, especially business, a lot of teamwork. There's very few tasks where you're working by yourself. A lot of it's working in a small group or a large group to get the work done. So it's good.
We also do food handling.
Yeah.
Food handling, which is another course which will be done later in the year. It was meant to be booked for this term, as Danny said, but due to the coronavirus, stuff has to be shifted and moved around. So hopefully we can get that one in as well. So if we can get that in responsible serving of alcohol, it's four certificates then? 4 certificates for the year.
Earlier in term 1, we all went out to St. Mary's House of Welcome. So you go in small groups and you just stand there for an hour or 2 and you feed meals to the homeless. So people come in. So it's a good experience, really eye-opening. Just teaches you what you have and how fortunate you are. We also went into the city as a whole class and we visited a couple youth homeless shelter centres. They took us around, they showed us where people sleep on the streets, how rough it is, and told us some stories, some pretty harsh stories about what happens to these homeless people, how vulnerable they are.
Such as the young man who was sleeping under the Balti Bridge, I think, and then from there he was brutally attacked at night while he was sleeping, so that was it's quite hard to hear when you feel like it's your own age and then somebody was just brutally attacked by 3 young men or something. You're just saying they had a night out or something and then just decided to have a little bit of fun for them, which clearly is not.
And then another story that they told us, someone was sleeping in a park on a bench, and then out of nowhere, a group of guys came up and just stabbed him for no reason. So he fortunately survived, but some people aren't as fortunate. Just because they're sleeping on the streets doesn't mean that they're different to us.
Yeah. Nah, but it's really good to go into the city, such as like stuff like this, and to just see what other people are living through, and like compared to like such as ourselves, who may have more, better lifestyles. They maybe weren't as fortunate. They had different, problems for themselves. So it's really good to see like how what we have and what they have, and then how we can also just see it, and then be able to just see like how many youth homelesses as well.
Yeah. And on a more positive note, the cubby house that we're building right now, we're donating to a kindergarten. So that's good. Something just giving them
something for them.
Yeah,
something for them to use,
on
on their playground around their area.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, Miss McLaughlin teaches us religion, and what we've been doing in that is learning about different ethics and religions that other cultures and other different people have. And recently, me and Jack were actually in the same group. We did a PowerPoint about the Aztecs, who were a long time ago now, way before my time, and how they did their different things and how their rituals, were used, because they were quite brutal people, as we've seen. Miss McLaughlin even showed us a little video, which we couldn't all watch fully because it had to be cut out because she got a bit scared. Anything else, Jack, to add to that one?
Yeah, so right now we're just basically comparing religions. It's not like VCAL religion. It's not assignment after assignment and that's all you do. We're doing our own work where it's just a more independent, but at the same time, we're all working as a class together. It's not something where you just sit in a corner by yourself, do your work, and you don't talk to the rest of the class.
Yeah. She makes it really interactive. Like she gets up, she asks everyone questions. She has good slideshow presentations. She was playing Aussie songs last week.
Yeah, so that was us learning about the Australian culture. And the Aboriginal iconic songs, yeah. Just all these Indigenous songs, their rituals.
Yes, there is. Well, it was something actually that we started last year in Head Start. So we found out that we were in VCAL, all excited. We came in, it was, because we're only here for 1 week. 1 week. 1 week, and then in that 1 week, what we did with Miss Addington was we all, between the both classes, we organised jobs for everybody to do. And then from there, it was just, everything just happened really fast.
We just planned it, figured out what we wanted to do, the activities that we were going to do on it, and it was probably one of the best camps I've been on.
Oh, it's definitely the best one of mates that I've had on.
It's a great experience. It's not so much, about school and the camp and like learning.
Yeah.
You're there, you're having fun, you're with your mates, you get to plan the camp, so you get to choose what you do.
Yeah, we got to choose what we wanted to do, We did do certain educational stuff such as, cleaning up the beaches.
Yeah, so we went out and we picked all these foreign plants off the beach.
Both across all 3 days actually, the Wednesday, Thursday and the Friday. So every morning we went out to a certain beach or a certain place where there was plants that needed to be removed. So we did that for a couple hours each time. So even just that little bit really just helps out the environment by getting rid of the sea splurge.
Sea splurge was like even that, it doesn't sound fun, but we're with our mates, so you can make anything fun.
Plus, Edo said whoever had the biggest one got a free can of Coke, so I was interested in it, so I want to win. But it was just a really fun experience. Like we went to the high ropes course.
Yep. We did a scavenger hunt. This was in Lawn. So we did a scavenger hunt around Lawn. Winner of that got a pizza, which was us.
It was 2 pizzas.
Did we get 2 pizzas?
It was 2 pizzas.
Oh, even better.
You need 2.
there was 5 of us.
So was it lots of teamwork activities?
Yeah.
It was also really good to be able to bond with the teachers.
Yep.
Because
this was at the very start of the year.
This is the very start, mid-February, and it was like the week before the 20th of Feb.
Yeah, so it was basically the very start of the year.
Very start of the year.
So we didn't really, we were just meeting our class. just meeting the teachers. So it's good experience. You get to know them.
Plus, even the teachers as well. Like, even though we didn't have all of the teachers that went on there, such as Mr. Orsini,
Yeah.
he was on the camp, even though he's not our business teacher, it was still really good to, get to know him and, be able to just get to know the teachers and just build like a nice friendship, not just with your close mates, but also everybody else who was in VCAL.
Yep. And it's good for the teachers to have a good relationship with their VCAL students.
I feel like that's like one of the main things
Yeah.
in VCAL. It's really about building a close relationship with everybody.
Yeah,
right?
we've got a really relationship with pretty much all our teachers.
All the teachers, all the students,
yeah.
across both VCAL classes.
Don't overlook it. It's, it's talked down on a lot by everyone else that is set on doing VCE. They say it's for the dumb kids, you don't do anything, you're just going to drop out. But it's really good experience. We're getting years ahead on them. While they're here sitting down doing work on Friday, we're out doing hands-on learning, getting paid. So it's much better experience, much more hands-on.
Yeah.
And a massive head start in life compared to them.
Well, for me, I'm not an academic really. I'm not the smartest person, but I feel like honestly for VCAL, it didn't matter. It doesn't matter what your IQ level is, how good you are, whatever it is. Because if you know what you want to do, VCAL is the best option in my personal opinion.
Yeah, you could be getting 100% in accelerated maths, but you want to be a tradie.
If you want to be a
you
trader,
shouldn't be doing VCA.
You shouldn't be doing it.
Even
if you know what you want to do, there's no better place than to be in VCAL.
Yeah.
If I could tell myself in year 9 to not even think about VCE, I would now. Knowing what you get, all the certificates, the classes, the relationships you build, TAFE, work placement. I could keep going for another 5 minutes labelling things, but I wouldn't want to make this video too long. But just thinking about all those things in mind, VCAL is the best opportunity for anybody that wants to honestly, that have a career, they know what they want to do. VCAL is the best option.
Yeah, 100%. Like what Jimmy, he's doing a course to become a sports teacher.
Sports teacher. He was a former VCE student.
And then he moved over to VCAL because he realised VCE wasn't for him.
Realised that what he was doing wasn't going to help him get anywhere. Talked to his parents, got the swap. And now, look at him now. Loving it, enjoying it, doing great.
And there are some girls down there doing nursing. Doing VCAL for nursing. You don't need to be the most academic, you don't need to be doing VCE to get into nursing. There are a bunch of different pathways to get into the same career. So you just gotta
really consider VCAL as an opportunity.
You've got a girl doing building and construction. Mention her. So Alana.
Yeah, Alana. She was doing VCA as well. And then she came over here because she knew that she wanted to do building construction. But she mustn't have heard enough about the VCAL program.
And then saw what we were doing
the first term
and a half and her first term really, and then realised that her best opportunity to get through life was through VCAL.
Yep. It's just a massive head start on life. A great experience overall.
Okay, thank you. Well, you better put your masks back on and get back to class. What do you got now?
Business with Willis.
Business with Mr. Willis, yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much and great advice.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sports.
Basketball, American football.
Sorry, Siri.
Because we said sport. So is that your pretend girlfriend, Siri?
Yes, that's his love life right now. I know he starts the Siri.